And 25 Republican senators revolting today, fine. Trump winning a couple primaries, fine. But if you zoom out, and this is a new Fox News poll that I kind of just had to chuckle at, there is Trump is at an all-time low within the Republican Party. Yeah, he won his
Yeah.
primaries, or a couple of them. 80% approval rating with Republicans. This is historically, he's in the high 90s.
Yeah.
And now,
Well,
and
everybody is. I mean, you're always in the high 90s in your party, usually is if you're president, but drifting into the 80s or even high 70s, not good. Non-MAGA Republicans are at 54% approval. Um, that's it's happening everywhere. White voters and rural voter approval is down to 43%.
which is
He's
crazy.
now -6 with whites, -5 with white men who don't have college degrees, -7 overall with Republicans. It's all economy, affordability, and it's tanking them. And you look at the economic disapproval, 71%. That's up from 66% in April.
Well, and
So
actually,
you've
that's a good
got,
one because it's tracking exactly.
yeah.
If you look
Well,
at
we've been
where he's
pointing this stuff
fallen,
out
five,
for
six
months.
points. Yeah, with
Yeah,
each demographic group, and then you see the economy disapproval number is almost exactly matching where he is inversely with everything else.
yeah.
Like, it's not good.
51% say their family's finances are worse than 2 years ago. And so, in 20 before the 2022 midterms, that was at 44%. So yeah, it's gone up 8 points or so, 7, 8 points. I just think that look, we've been talking about how independents started bolting right after the Epstein stuff and kept bolting through tariffs, Minneapolis, and now the war. And by the way, gas prices are going up every day. I think it's like at 4.55 today or 4.58 a gallon, and that's up from last week. It's going to continue. It's going to continue to get worse. So, and I think it's going to accelerate now because there's no. I mean, I know. Hey, they want a deal. Iran wants a deal. Alex, have I told you? Have you heard that Iran wants a deal?
And I
Yeah.
believe Trump said rising gas prices yesterday were peanuts. So,
Peanuts, and that he
uh,
doesn't really care about
yeah,
no, and
economic. Yeah,
I'll
I
put
don't
it in
think about
context.
the.
He doesn't really look at the economic pain that people are going through. All he cares about is making sure that Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon. And some of us point out that according to him, we obliterated their ability to have a nuclear weapon several months ago, before we even got into this. So and that's what I'm saying. I think everybody, save the dwindling MAGA base, is now calling bullshit. They get it. He's full of shit. And unfortunately, we're all living with the results in terms of, people struggling to make ends meet. I think Medicare and healthcare is going to get much worse here. And we've got other things coming up, which I'm sure we'll get to in future episodes. But no, I think, and again, I'll say this: if it's a fair fight in November, the Democrats will win the Senate and the House. The thing we need to get ready for is they will again, I think, accelerate even more the overreach to mess with the elections, to create trouble, to have ICE in the streets in front of polling places, particularly in Hispanic communities. They're going to try to knock out every black representative in the United States Congress in their seats. They're going to do everything, and that's why we can't be like, oh wow, look at this energy on the Democratic side. We're going to win. No, we need to make that happen, but we have to be vigilant, and every American has to be ready to stand up and fight in this election and make sure it's not taken away, because they are going to try.